Hello, champions, and welcome. Today, we are going to master one of the easiest and most important topics in your mathematics exams, sets. Now, this is a topic that comes up all the time in WAEC, JAMB, and NECO. And honestly, getting it right is your sure way to grab those extra marks for an A1. So, why do I call sets an exam goldmine? Well, it's because the questions are super predictable and the ways to solve them are really straightforward. WAEC loves to give Venn diagram problems. JAMB often tests your knowledge of the symbols with quick questions. And NECO likes to mix it up with word problems. If you get this topic right, you are building a seriously strong foundation. Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at a sets question and just felt like you are losing easy marks? If that's you, then you are in the perfect place. We are going to break it all down so clearly that you'll be solving these problems with total confidence every single time. All right, let's jump right in. First things first, what even is a set? It's really simple. It's just a well-defined collection of distinct objects. Think of it like a group of things that all share something in common. And the individual things inside that set, we just call them elements or members. That's it. Okay, so to solve any problem, you've got to have the right tools. We are about to build your essential toolkit for sets, and we are starting with the language, the symbols that you absolutely have to know. This slide right here, this is basically your cheat sheet for sets. Let's run through them real quick. Union means you bring everybody together from all the sets. Intersection is about what they share, the common elements. The universal set is kind of like the big playground that contains everything we are talking about. And the complement, that little dash, means everything outside a set but still inside the playground. You master these symbols and you can decode any question they throw at you. And here it is, the most powerful tool in your entire kit. This is the inclusion-exclusion formula. I'm telling you, this thing shows up in almost every single word problem you see in WAEC and NECO, so you have to memorize this formula. It helps you find the total number of elements in two sets without counting the people in the middle, the intersection, twice. Makes sense, right? All right. Theory is cool, but the real test is actually using it. Let's see how these tools get us the right answers on real exam questions. We are going to tackle past questions from WAEC, JAMB, and NECO, and we are starting right now. Okay, check this out. A classic from WAEC 2018. We've got 40 students total. We know how many speak French, how many speak Spanish, and this is the key. How many speak both? The question wants the number who speak neither. You see that? This is a perfect job for our main formula. So here's how we use our key formula. Step 1, we've got to find out how many students speak at least one of the languages. So we add the French speakers, 25, and the Spanish speakers, 18. But wait, we've counted the 10 students who speak both twice, so we have to subtract them. That gives us 33 students who are in the language club. Now for step 2, the easy part, we just subtract that number from the total students in the class. And boom, there's our answer, 7 students. 7 students in that class speak neither French nor Spanish. See how simple that was once we used the right tool? All right. Let's switch gears and look at a typical JAMB question. Now, this one isn't a word problem, but it tests a very specific, very simple rule. If you have a set with 5 elements, how many possible subsets can you make from it? The key here is another one of those must-know formulas. The number of subsets for any set is always 2 to the power of n, where n is just the number of elements in the set. It's a super quick and easy way to get the right answer without having to list every single subset and waste precious time. So for our question, we just plug in 5. 2 to the power of 5 is 32. And that is it. Another guaranteed mark right there in your pocket. Okay, let's move on to a NECO question. Now, this one can be a bit tricky if you don't read it carefully. We know the total for tea, the total for coffee, and the total for both. But the question is asking, how many drink only coffee? That word only is everything here. So what does only coffee really mean? Well, think about it. That number 50, the people who said they drink coffee, that group includes the 30 people who drink both coffee and tea. To find the people who only drink coffee, we have to remove that overlapping group. So we just take the total number of coffee drinkers and subtract the both group. And the calculation is beautifully simple. 50 total coffee drinkers minus the 30 who also drink tea leaves us with 20. 20 people drink only coffee. Okay, so you've seen the tools and you've seen them in action. Now let's put it all together into a clear, simple strategy guide that you can take with you right into the exam hall to guarantee that A1. Here are your golden rules. First, always try to draw a Venn diagram for word problems. It really helps you visualize everything and avoid simple mistakes. Remember your key formulas, the one for union, the one for only, for neither, and for subsets. And finally, just take your time to translate the English in a word problem into the mathematical language of sets. You follow these steps and you simply cannot go wrong. If you followed along and you understood these examples, you are now ready to master sets. You have the tools, you have the strategy, all that's left is to practice. So go and collect your A1. That's it for today. Great job following along. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more easy-to-understand lessons. And hey, want to practice more questions and get step-by-step solutions? Visit www.examkimpi.com right now and keep learning smarter.